Hey guys, it's me Sujoy over here. Welcome back to another video. So on this video, I'm going to be talking about how do I find Indian girls. So firstly, if you're new to my channel, the name of my channel is called as Sujoy in Vietnam. I've been living in Vietnam for over 7 years. I was an English teacher before in Vietnam for over 4.5 years. And then I started my online digital marketing business, and I'm also a full-time YouTuber. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button, and that way you can support my content. So I'm just making a late night video, just having a bit of my warm honey lemon. It's winter time right now in India. Right, so forgive me for my choppy voice. Winter is setting in, and this is my fourth month out here in India, so I'm actually documenting my stay, my challenges. My boots are on the ground out here, so I thought of taking this opportunity to talk about how do I find, I mean, how do I feel, what do I think about Indian girls? Um, here in India, since I'm out here, my boots are on the ground. Um, so yeah, firstly, I just want to say that, like in my city, we have a lot of students, young students. They're coming from different states across India, and we have a lot of. I mean, there are a lot of universities out here in my city, so you'll see a lot of young crowd out here. So definitely, like ever since I've come out here, I do find Indian girls to be very attractive. I mean, highly attractive. I would say like 80% of the Indian girls out here in my city, they're very attractive. Times have changed. They're not wearing, traditional Indian dress or sari or something like that. But, um, it's just like they're very westernized. I mean, to say the way they dress, baggy pants, um, you know, um, like the Western type, like, because like I said, my city, we have a lot of young students, coming from different states across India, and they're coming to study out here. But yeah, I mean, so it's pretty vibrant. Definitely very beautiful. Um, I mean, personally speaking, I'm more into women who have like I prefer chubby women a bit, right? I'm into chubby women. Um, there's a dog barking outside. Yeah, I'm into like chubby women, but like as long as they're attractive, you know. Um, and I have dated a lot outside India, in Southeast Asia. I've dated in Vietnam, in Thailand. I was in Russia also. Like during my younger days, my first girlfriend was Russian, so I have a long history of dating a lot of international people, beautiful women, Thai, Vietnamese, Filipino. My ex-wife was from Philippines, but I never dated an Indian girl. I never had Indian girlfriends. Um, and I'm going to keep a link. I'm going to keep that video when this video finishes, so you can check that out. Why I never had any Indian girlfriends, right? Yeah, definitely. I mean, Indian girls. Most of the Indian girls whom I see, they're very beautiful. For me, I really don't care if she's fair or if she's got tan skin or if she has got dark skin, dark complexion. I'm a very open-minded person, so I'm very international, so I don't really care about the skin color. Definitely in Vietnam, from where I'm coming from, like most of the women out there, most of the girls in Vietnam, they're very fair skinned. They got that perfect body. They're a bit petite. In Thailand, it's different. Like most of the Thai girls, they have different complexions. But of course, in Thailand, especially in a city like Bangkok, they prefer dating fairer skin Thai girls. But definitely, you also have a lot of. I've dated some tan, dark skin Thai girls in Pattaya. I mean, this was like many years back. Back in those when I was in the dating game, right? Um, so yeah, I mean, definitely Indian girls. I do find them to be very attractive. They're very beautiful. I'm more into chubby girls. Especially like girls who are around in their 30s, 40s. I'm in my 40s. I mean, I don't mind dating, hooking up with a girl who's in her late 20s, like maybe 25, 28. Or I think 28 would be my cut. I prefer mature women. I prefer women who are a bit older than me because, they have gone through a lot of life. They've seen a lot of heart. They've seen a lot of life. They've been into a lot of relationship. I prefer dating women who have had, substantial amount of relationship experience. And they're definitely very open-minded, more understanding. So yeah, I mean, I do find Indian girls to be very attractive, and especially I do see a few. I mean, I do see a few chubby Indian women out here, as long as they are attractive. I don't care if they're wearing Indian dress or a Western dress, but like, yeah, definitely, it's quite tempting. But the reason why I never had any Indian girlfriends, and the main problem out here is they're most of them they're like definitely Indian girls. They're very beautiful, but I keep on talking about this in my previous videos is that the problem with most Indian girls when they want to date is that they have very high expectations. They want the Indian guy to be tall. They want the Indian guy to be like a Bollywood actor or have the looks of Chris Hemsworth. I mean, unrealistic expectations, like, it's, and that's the sad reality and that's the sad reality why many Indian men are still single out here in India. I mean, I don't blame them, but it's just that most of the Indian girls, I don't care if they're beautiful, they judge people very fast, and definitely all that gossip and smack and all that shit talk. I've had this experience where a couple of girls, they're giggling around, talking smack behind my back, like, oh, my nose is too sharp, I look like a Pakistani and all that shit. I still remember this. This happened like many, many years back when I was out here in India for a visit. I mean, it shows the mindset, and that's a sad reality. It's a sad reality that most of the Indian girls who step out of India, and if they're going international, and if they're single, they are having hard time socializing. They're not able to, they're not able to find a boyfriend when they're outside the country. um, Maybe it's just because, or maybe, the second option is just be among the Indian crowd. But thing is that the mindset, I think what's really killing the dating scene out here in India is the mindset of most of the Indian girls. um, yes, I mean, I personally am a very introvert person. I have tried, I have tried to have small talks with some Indian women out here at coffee shops, but they just cut the communication, or they look at me like I'm some kind of a fucking weirdo or something. So if that is fixed, if the mindset of the Indian women out here, most of the Indian women who want to date, who want to find a boyfriend, or if that changes a bit, and if they have realistic expectations out of an Indian man, um, you know, then I think it India would be a very I think India would be an ideal place for dating. And of course, I mean, have you ever heard that a lot of foreign men they come to India to date Indian women? I don't think so, because a lot of foreign men they go to Thailand, they go to Vietnam. I'm not talking about sex tourists, right? I'm talking about who really want to find love, right? They go preferably to Thailand, Vietnam, and all other, like maybe Philippines, where I was like for 5 years. So it's very easy for them to find a very nice partner. And it's very easy. The environment is also very comfortable. Sadly, here in India, it's not a very comfortable environment for dating, honestly speaking, from a guy who has had a lot of dating experiences outside my country. And it was very easy for me, very understanding. The girls whom I've dated internationally, they were very understanding, very caring. But unfortunately, here in India, most of the girls, they judge people very fast. They talk a lot of smack. They have that shitty mindset, and that cheap gossip and everything, and unrealistic expectations. So if you're an Indian girl watching this, watch this video with an open mindset. I'm not saying that you're failing, but what I'm saying is, um, it would be a very different situation, um, if the mindset changes. If most of the Indian girls, if they can alter their mindset, right? And also that figures, why I've had zero Tinder matches out here in India, and why I still have zero Bumble matches or whatever. So strange, because when I go outside my country, if I'm in Southeast Asia, if I even do a few swipes, I get instant matches, right? But here in India, it's just like, I don't know. And yeah, I've even tried, this dating app like Mingle and all that. But it's a sad reality that most of the Indian girls, like some of the Indian girls, like college going girls, they're like taking up prostitution as a side hustle to make some extra money. That's a sad reality, because like I've used these other um, dating apps like Mingle and all that, and the girls who are actually communicating with me, they're just always asking friends with benefit, or how much they want, or they're looking for paid service or something. I mean, I'm not looking for paid service, right? So I think it's a sad reality what it has become right now. The dating scene out here in India is really, it really sucks. The only way I think it will be easier for an Indian to date an Indian girl would be if he or she is maybe in the same university, college, or at the workplace, provided they're single and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of adultery does happen out here in India, and that's the reason why divorce rate has become so high. Most of the Indian girls that picked up smoking, that's a sad reality. I see a lot of Indian girls, they go to these smoking little shops, cigarette little, they buy cigarettes, they smoke around. I've never seen this in Thailand and Vietnam. It's a sad state of affairs, um, out here in India. So I think that's the only way. Like if you are in that group of circle and all that. But yes, don't get me wrong. A lot of adultery does happen at the workplace. That's the reason why divorce rate has become so high. I've even got emails, like replies from certain classified ads, where I just posted that I'm looking for a genuine coffee date. And this Indian girl, she replied me back that, I want to have an affair. So those kind of things happen a lot, and it's really sad. And on top of it, she's asking for money. I want to have an affair and I want to have money, right? So I just wish that, like, because I've been here at so many coffee shops over here, food courts, malls, and everything. I don't get those kind of looks from Indian girls. They just kind of ignore me. I mean, it's just because they have very unrealistic expectations, and that's the reason why most of them are still single. And that's the reason why it's hurting the dating scene out here in India. That's the reason why many Indian men they're single, because like most of the Indian girls, even though they're like 4 feet, they most of these Indian girls they want the Indian man to be like a 6 footer, like a Bollywood actor. It's just unrealistic expectations. you know. So it's just like comparing oranges with apples. So I think that's the reason why the dating scene in India is failing miserably out here. Um, yeah, but I just wish that like I had, I just wish that I had some Indian women come up to me at the coffee shop, or maybe just have a little small talk with me, and just try to get to know me as a genuine person instead of judging me very fast, like, and talking smack behind other people. Because not everyone is a Bollywood actor. I'm not a Bollywood actor. I'm a very introvert person. I'm a very simple guy. I mean, if I walk around here in India, I'm just like a very simple, average dude. And that's the reason why I always keep a low key profile out here in India, because my boots are here on the ground. So, like I said, I'm out here for a short visit. So, I just wish it was different. I just wish, some Indian women, they would come talk to me, have some small talks with me. I mean, I've done a lot of eye contacts out here in India. I've seen many attractive Indian women out here. I've tried to have some eye contacts, but the reason why they all fail is they judge people very fast. They just walk away, or like, it's don't judge a book by its cover. That's what I would like to say. And you know, if you can come down to the reality, to the ground level, if you can keep yourself as a realistic person, be human, then I think you would be very happy finding a very nice person to date, instead of keeping that Bollywood portfolio of an ideal Indian man, or keeping that unrealistic expectation. Like it has to be like my knight in white. What is that? The knight in white armor. Forgive me, I'm losing my English out here in India. So yeah, I mean, I would love to hear from you. Like, what are your thoughts? How do you? I mean, how do you? I mean, is it very easy for you dating out here in India? Like, are there any tips and tricks you would like to mention down in the comment section below? Every bit helps. I mean, this is just my personal analysis. So please watch this video with an open mindset, right? So if you like watching this video, make sure to like the video and all the good stuff. If you found this video to be informational, you can always buy me a coffee. The link is down in the description below. So with that being said, you guys have a great evening. This was me, Sujoy. Peace out.